This week on Kentucky Afield, Chad and friends are at Kentucky Lake grabbing catfish by hand. Next, we'll visit with a veterinarian and find out how to keep our hunting dogs in top shape. Then, deer archery season is so close that you can almost feel it in the air. We'll look back on a hunt to get ready for season. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Kentucky Afield. Every week, Kentucky Afield brings you features on hunting and fishing across the state.
What a nice fish.
It's an opportunity to hopefully get that bird in the lake.
Hey, we got another one over here.
There he is. Ooh, a nice one too. Boy, he's healthy.
What do we got?
That was awesome. Got the first kill.
Barely made it out of the field.
Got one big smallmouth.
Very nice.
Double point, they're in there.
There they go.
Look at that joker.
Woo.
That's a good one there.
Look at that.
Beautiful. Whoa, this is a good one.
That's better than good, Chad.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. I have a good friend that's always wanted to go hand grabbing for catfish. So we loaded up and headed west to Kentucky Lake to do just that.
Just go all the way under.
Yeah, I'll go all the way under and reach in all the way up to your shoulder if you can.
Got you.
Good luck. We're down here at Kentucky Lake noodling or hand grabbing catfish. And I'm with a familiar face, Will Brantley. One time I've been down there with you before and man, we had a blast. There's a season for this. We've talked about that before. And we're in the season, but we're a little late, aren't we?
We are. So we're here, I think it's the last day of June right now or close to it. And I would expect it to be a little slower than it was last time you guys were here.
Well, we don't have to catch many, but we do have to catch one for this guy right here. This is Dan Walker, who's been a friend of mine for quite some time. And you spent a lot of time in the water, haven't you?
I have. I've been a firefighter in Indianapolis for 23 years, and of that I was a scuba diver for a little over 18 years.
Yeah. Why did you want to do this?
You know, it's just something exciting. I'm really comfortable in the water. You know, being a fireman is just something exciting about it, and adrenaline junkie, you know, and hand wrestle on a fish doesn't get any better than that, I don't think. So,
There's no more primitive method of fishing, is there?
No, that's it.
Find the fish, hold him in that hole, reach down and grab him, and let him use your hand for bait.
Heck yeah.
Your wife told me to make sure you brought all your fingers back. We can, no promises yet, but right now they're all there.
They're on time.
Oh my!
Look at that guy. Holy moly.
Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
We weren't sure we were going to get that fish out, but I'll tell you what, Tim did a great job.
Yeah, thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Got down there and
oh, my.
I could tell your feet started kicking a little bit and you were squirming a little bit. I was like, you might be fighting something.
This guy's got an attitude.
What do you think about that, Dan?
Oh, that is an incredible adrenaline rush right there. That is awesome.
That's a perfect size first catfish because it's big enough to be pretty impressive. You didn't have to get your butt kicked on fish one.
Yeah.
Now we'll go for an 80-pounder.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's great. Well, I tell you what, we're going to turn him loose.
Turn him loose, all right.
You're going to get face to face. Look at the catfish in the beady little eyeballs.
This is what I like right here.
Let me get my feet under me.
I got my thumb.
You got it?
This
Take your time, eat him good.
Oh!
Boom.
Got him! Nice job.
Nice job.
Looky there. Nice job, buddy.
Thanks.
I'll tell you what, tell me what do you like? What's the most fun about going out?
He's wrestling him. Oh.
Let's get going.
He's a escape artist.
Hey,
That was cool.
all right.
Hey, we saw him.
He went right back where we were gonna put him anyway. You got him. We got proof. I saw him. You know what just happened? That fish just went from being 6 to 8 pounds to 18, 20 pounds. Just on that little quick release. Nice job. Way to go. Was that fun? Tell me what you like about doing this out here with your mom and dad and your friends. What do you think about this?
I like feeling the fishy's skin and getting in their mouth and grabbing it.
Yeah. You ever tell your friends at school that what you like to do on the weekends?
Yeah,
What do they say about that?
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Well, that is pretty cool. Your friends are right. I'm really impressed. All right, Dan, this is a good one, buddy.
Yeah, let's get him.
Let's get ready. You're getting ready to take a ride on that rock because the whole rock's gonna move.
Oh, there he was. Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
Oh, sticks up, sticks up.
You got it! You got it!
Oh, that's a great time. Holy cow.
Oh, you got it.
Don't run up on that rock.
Hey, that was awesome.
That was so much fun. You want to lift him here like this?
What do you think about that, man?
Oh my goodness. What a rush, man. That was so much fun.
You said you wanted to come catch a catfish. Did you
we
think
got
maybe
one.
this is more than bargained for?
Oh, I love that fight too down there.
That was fun, wasn't it?
So much fun.
Bubbles are coming out. We could feel it thrashing under the rock. We
Yeah.
knew that you had him or he had you.
Oh, yes. He had me more than that, more or less. I was just holding on.
Well,
Wow.
have you ever caught one on rod and reel this size?
No. Oh, Lord have mercy. No. That is a great
That
fish.
is a great fish. Look at the mouth.
trophies.
Look at this. There, you can see there's crushers in there. You're just reaching in, and they got a lip right here. And he see that lip right there? What he's doing is he's sticking that stick in there, and he's turning that stick down under that lip and just pulling him out and running his hand down the stick, and then grabbing and putting their hand in there.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah. That's a little wrestling match here.
You get hit in the face?
That's pretty much what he was doing underwater.
You all right?
Yeah, dude.
What a trophy catfish. Well, you guys ready to turn it loose?
Ready? I'm gonna turn him loose.
He's gonna
I bet
turn,
he swam.
turn
Right
himself
back to
loose.
that.
Hey, that was awesome.
Wow.
Huh? That was awesome. Come on.
That was great, man. Go catch this catfish.
Go get him, buddy. Go get
I'm
him.
ready to catch
I'm your
this
wingman.
catfish.
I'll be your wingman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got him in there. Here's something.
Is he over there?
He's right where that sun drop bottle is. It's like a bobber. It's like a bobber. I heard him thump. I felt the swirl over here.
He just shot out.
He went out past you?
He hit me right in the shoulder.
Oh.
That hole's bigger than I thought.
You know when you have that big old bass blow up on that top water?
Oh, yeah.
You yank the lure back to the boat. Like, man, that thing was...
That was a good. This was a small strike. That one over there was better. That one over there was a lot better.
We got other spots.
It's just like fishing. You don't catch a fish on every cast.
That's it. That's it.
You don't catch a catfish in every perfect hole.
This one, a lot of times, they'll bite your hand.
Okay.
No, it didn't sound that big.
Now that one sounded bigger.
He's still down
There
there.
may be two.
He's got a fish.
I hit him, but he didn't hit it. Let me get my stick turned right. Oh, he just come out of there.
Come out.
He knocked your shoe off on the way out.
All right, so we got another hole right here, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, there he is.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring him out of there, buddy.
He's got him.
Oh. He's trying to come up. Got him? You got a hold of him?
Oh! You had him out, though.
Oh, man.
That was a big one, too.
So good. You got he twisted loose there.
Yeah. Well, I had my hands in his jaw, and then you had him out. I'm like, okay, he's got him. And I only had the 3 fingers. I'm like, I don't want to get a broken finger.
Dang it!
Yeah, I saw him, though, man. That was awesome.
Oh, you think you got another fish in there?
I hope. We definitely got another one in here.
Oh, we do?
A little bit longer stick.
Oh, he's got enough.
Got this fish halfway out of the hole by the tail. Dragging him up, just very still. He's docile, but I gotta get up to his head.
Do you want somebody else to run?
I got my foot still in the
Hang on.
hole. So.
I got his arm.
You got it? Oh, there it is.
Hey. Nice fish, too.
It's a nice fish.
Holy cow.
I can feel the tail in
I
that.
scooped that fish out, swept him toward me, and got a hold of his tail and pulled him halfway out. And he just laid there. I'm like, man, as soon as I grab this fish's head, he's gonna lose his mind.
I'll tell you one thing. There's a million ways you can catch a fish. You know, people have been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands and thousands of years. But there's probably not a more exciting way than just reaching in and grabbing one by the face and pulling that fish out.
You're reaching that hole, it's pitch black, and you think that thing's laying in there waiting to come up and get your hand. It's pretty cool.
You know, when Dan first saw this, he was like, that's something I really want to try. And I was like, well, I've got a guy for you. We just got to line it up. And was it everything you thought it'd be?
It was everything and more. Yeah, you definitely created a fan of me.
Well, I didn't do so hot today, but I did get my hands on a couple of fish, and I'll tell you what, it's an experience that you'll never forget. I'm sure you're going to be telling these stories for a while.
Catfish noodling it's hard. You know,
Oh,
it's
it
hard.
is, yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean,
We got payback for that.
and there's just a cool fish. I mean, look at that big old, beautiful, almost marbleized looking side on that fish. A lot of people will catfish their whole life and not catch a fish that size on a line, rod and reel, and today we've caught 3 or 4 fish that are over 20 pounds.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool, and all of them are being released. Hopefully, this won't be the last time that I have my hand in this fish's mouth. Hey man, I thank you so much.
Yeah,
all you guys.
absolutely.
You got such a
thank y'all for coming. Thank you for what you do. So.
such a great group of guys that are coming down here, true conservationists. You know, you're raising your kids to be in the outdoors, and to truly, Ansys, by his age, he's already done some things that some people will never get a chance to do. So,
Absolutely. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much.
Many of our Kentucky hunting seasons are right around the corner, and if you're like me, you like to utilize your dogs while hunting. So let's meet up with the veterinarian and find out what we need to know about taking our dogs in the field. Well, if you're a fan of Kentucky Afield, it'll be no surprise to you that we love to hunt using dogs. I personally own dogs, and that makes the experience so much more exciting to be in the field with a dog. So today, I have a professional with me who is a semi-retired veterinarian as well as a dog trainer, and you just have spent a lifetime around dogs. Dr. High, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So many people own dogs, but if you're a hunter and you have a dog, there's certain things you need to know about your dog's health and conditioning and nutrition. So let's talk a little bit about how you should manage that hunting dog both in season and out of season.
Yeah, it's real important for them to be as healthy as possible, especially during the season, so you want to keep them that way throughout the year. About 3 things that you can really do to help is feed them well and feed them a good plane of nutrition. It's well worth the money to use dog food that's been researched and developed by companies that know about and work with sporting dogs. Another important aspect is maintain their level of activity and keep them in good shape. You can do that a number of different ways throughout the year, because when it gets to be hunting season, you want them in top flight shape to enjoy the hunt with them. One way I do it is train them year-round and also compete in field trials and hunt tests, and there's a number of different activities for almost every breed of dog, a sporting dog. It's fun for the dog and for the family to participate in. I encourage people to do whatever they're interested in, including especially beagles. The keep them in shape, and if possible, compete with them.
Beagles can put on some weight, especially older beagles. If you keep feeding them the exact same amount, they can put some weight on pretty fast.
Activity.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with that, the food intake, and you might have to reduce it during the off season and feed a restricted amount and try to maintain their weight. And there's other things you can take them for walks and swim. I had a beagle that he swam all the time with my other dogs. And so that's important even in the off season to maintain their weight. And throughout their life, that's going to help them live a better life and be able to enjoy the hunt. The third aspect of maintaining would be the health and prevention of disease processes, including ticks and fleas, heartworms, internal parasites, and vaccinations are all extremely important to help the dog throughout its life. I think it's a good idea to visit your veterinarian on a yearly basis and make sure they have a heartworm check, and they're on heartworm prevention and flea and tick control, and most of the heartworm medications take care of internal parasites also. Some of the disease processes when I first started practicing have almost been completely eliminated because people have vaccinated. But it's also important to check the dog and make sure there's no other problems when you get them vaccinated. Check the heart, check the skin, check the ears and eyes and teeth. That's important as well as getting the vaccine.
There's a lot of ways to handle fleas and ticks. What do you kind of recommend as one of the best ways for a sporting dog?
There's a number of different products on the market, including injectable medications that last 6 months or a year for heartworms, and flea and tick medications that are both topical and oral. So it's the owner's choice, and many of them are excellent. Rarely, if ever, find a live tick embedded in the skin of my dog. Now, I might occasionally see one crawling on them, but the medicines that are available are extremely good.
One of the other things, if you take a dog out and you work that dog in the field and say it's a 3 or 4 hour hard day of work for the dog, and you bring them in, what should be your level of inspection of that dog before you put them up?
A cool down period after the exercise is important, and let them relax and walk. And then you look for potential problems, lameness, any cuts or abrasions, and then watch their temperament and their breathing, their food intake, their urination, defecation. All those things are important to watch for after you train them.
Pretty common that after a dog works that hard, you may get something in their paw, a briar in their paw, or they have a little cut or scratch on their ears, because man, they're all out. I mean, you think about how I look like sometimes coming back through the woods. I'm cut up too, you know. You're so focused on what you're doing and you're enjoying what you're doing that a little cut becomes just part of the game. It's kind of the same way for the dogs as well, but they may need your help to help tend to those wounds.
They may need some help, and if you ever have any question, of course, whether they need additional help more than you can give them, then contact your local veterinarian and maybe even describe the problem and see if they recommend coming into the clinic. Many of the little scratches can be cleaned up just with soap and water and at home by yourself, and removing any of the burrs, or there's some weeds during the summer that produce some thistle type growths that can be dangerous to the dog too, inhaling them, and so that's something to be aware of also.
Any other tips for us, dog hunters out there, things that we should consider when it comes to training our dogs both off season and in season?
My philosophy is don't train for tomorrow, train for the dog. If you have a 13-month-old dog, you want to train for a 2, 3, 5, 7-year-old. So they learn over time, just like going to school, kindergarten, grade school, high school, and don't expect them to be perfect the first time you take them out. It's good to take them out in a controlled situation when they're first experiencing the hunt, and you can control the situation. So there's not 10 dogs running and people shooting everywhere. For the beagles, you can control the situation and have them have good experiences.
As far as working and training a female dog during her heat cycle, is there any precautions you should take there?
Well, of course, keep an eye on them. Most of the people that I work with continue to train their dogs during the heat cycle. Sometimes train them after they train the male dogs so that there's no interference with that.
The question everybody wants to know, male or female dog, which one makes a better hunting dog?
Statistically, in competition, in hunt test and field trial, the males are slightly more popular than the females, but it may be just because of the heat cycle twice a year that they're not able to compete during that time period.
So you've had great both males and females?
Males and females.
Me too. I tend to like the females, but I've had both. Well, as a dog owner and a hunter myself, it's really great to get out here with a veterinarian and a passionate dog lover and trainer to kind of get your take on overall dog health and what we should be looking for. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It is hard to believe, but Kentucky's deer archery season is right around the corner, opening up this year on September the 7th. Let's take a look back at one of our previous early season bow hunts.
I've got a major soybean field right here, and the deer are really destroying it. I know this farmer would love for me to take a couple does out of here for him, but the last time I hunted this stand, there was a deer the whole time. When I walked in, climbed up the tree, got settled down, and I just looked out there and saw its ears moving around. That deer had been there the whole time. There could be deer really close right now. In the woods behind me, I have a heavily used trail that's alongside a creek. And on the other side of that is another soybean field. So these deer, in the middle of the day, they're going to either bed or use this to move to different areas of the shade or the cooler areas of the field to feed. They can show up at any time. I really like this spot. This weather is changing fast. You know, we had a rainstorm earlier today, and now it's gotten windy. It'll rain and then it'll kind of slow up. The deer are already in the field. I don't know how many there are, but there's close to 10. So I know the deer are moving. As long as I see them out there, and I'm gonna try to wait this out. Now this type of condition requires a perfect shot. If I don't think I can make an absolute perfect shot, or hopefully I hear the deer go down, I probably won't shoot. I don't want a situation where it's a deer that I gotta rely on a blood trail, because with the rain coming and going, I may not get one. But I'm still very confident. I know those deer are excited to be getting this cooler weather, just like I am. You don't get these type of days in September very often where the temperature just bottom falls out. Unfortunately, it brought rain. Oh, you've got a doe 25 yards right on the edge of the beans. I've got a tree right here between me and the deer, so. Oh, there's two. They're already in range, but they gotta make their way to me to get around this tree. Man, if they come forward 8 or 10 yards, it's gonna give me a perfect shot. All right, that second doe's the biggest. That's the one I'm gonna try to get a shot at. All right, that deer is hit really good. She's going down. I'm gonna give it the normal 30 minutes and go check it out.
Well, last night in the tree stand, we were hunting our soybean field, and there were a couple does that came by, and we let them come right up to us until I decided, all right, this is a shot that I know I can make. Thought I made a beautiful shot. The deer went about 10 yards, laid down in the soybeans. Thought, okay, this is great. Got down out of the tree, walked up, actually bumped this deer. I decided with the rain, there's probably not gonna be any way to blood trail this deer. So I decided that, you know what, we're gonna wait and come back. It's gonna be cool all night, temperature in the 40s. Let's get back out here and see what we can find. So we decided to walk this creek bed, and lo and behold, about 200 yards from where the shot was taken, here she is. Walked right in on the deer, laying right here in this creek. Completely cold, feels great. The shot was right where I thought, but you know what? I learned something. I thought I was gonna take a shot and hit this deer right in the heart. That was the plan. End this really quick, no blood trailing required. You know what? These deer are tougher than you think. Look like a good shot. Next time, I'm going for 2 lungs. But I can't be more excited to have this to put in the freezer early in the bow season. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here we have a nice smallmouth bass that was caught by Matthew Thacker in Russell Fork River. This fish was caught, photoed, and released. Nice job. 9-year-old JB Brewer punched his turkey tag during the youth weekend in Warren County. Nice job. Do you want more Kentucky Afield? Well, good news. We're always available on YouTube. But during the next 2 weeks, we will be preempted and off air, returning on September the 14th with an all-new show. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.